guys, welcome to my cookery school. I am making for you today a cozy mushroom soup, and as part of my 10% healthier program, I'm thinking I want a creamy soup but without all the cream in it. I love a bit of cream now, to be honest. So this is one of those gorgeous rich soups I think you really enjoy it. However, I also have something different to add to it. You know, normally with soup you'd have maybe your croutons on top or maybe nothing. Today I am showing you how to make my beautiful Nori sesame seed croutons. Let's start with our soup. So over here we have our pan on. We can heat it up, get a little bit of oil in or butter, whichever you want. Start with a bit of garlic. And then the garlic cooks in such a fast time, so about 30 seconds for that garlic. You don't want it browning. See when it starts to dance around in the oil? That's telling you it's done. I'm using chestnut mushrooms today. I just think they're meatier mushrooms, but they also hold their colour really nicely in a soup. So they give you that kind of rich looking soup. So in go my chestnut mushrooms. Give them a mix around. And then potato goes in. And some paprika. Give all of that a nice mix. So the pan is fairly dry now because the mushrooms have absorbed a lot of the oil, in fact all of the oil. So it's time now to add the stock. How quick is this? So that there is my vegetable stock, and I'm just going to leave that to come to the boil. But before I do that, let's get a bit of pepper in, and then depending on the stock you're using, a bit of salt in. So I'm going to give that a stir around. I might need a bit more stock as I go along, but for the moment I'm just going to leave it like that, let that cook, and then I can get on with preparing the beautiful croutons. So here I have my stale bread. So basically this is just a baguette that I had, so I just tore it up. I like that look, that torn look. I just think it's lovely and rustic. And then you've got your goodness here from the seaweed. So this is your nori, and it's just a sheet of nori that I just shredded, so in that goes. And then sesame seeds. In they go. And then a nice drizzle of olive oil. That should do it. And then I'm going with a little bit of pepper and just not too much salt, but just a little bit of salt. Okay, and you can pop your hands in and give that a good mix up just to make sure the breadcrumbs, one escaped. Make sure it's absorbed the oil nicely, and then you have your oven tray and you can pop all of that out onto your tray, leaving nothing in the bowl. Make sure they're all out, so into the oven. So the soup has cooked down, and the potato in it is what's going to give that lovely creaminess. So we have our blender ready, and we can just pour everything into the blender. And then we pop this on. Don't forget to take the cap out when you're blending hot liquids. You can put a tea towel over, and then on we go. That looks good enough. We'll have a check now. It's really earthy. Oh my goodness, it smells so lovely. Time for the taste test. It is hot. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Really beautiful. Perfectly seasoned. Doesn't need anything else. Pop it straight in or ladle it in, but we can actually just pour it in just to show you what it's like. Look at that. Look at the creaminess of that. And it's lovely and thick. But if you wanted to, you could actually thin it out with a bit more stock or add a bit of milk in. Or of course you can add cream in. And don't forget we have these beautiful croutons here with our nori, so you can put your croutons on top. And then this is our toasted nori and sesame seeds, so they go around it like that. There you have it. Creamy mushroom soup with our lovely sesame seed and nori croutons. An absolute feast. So tasty, so healthy, so perfect.